This tutorial will show you how to configure Abaav Performance. We will go through setting up your organization, creating metrics, setting goals and targets, adding additional Abaav instances if needed. Start by setting up your organization. In the settings, go to Organization. The organization is important because it controls how goals trickle up to which manager and groups, who is responsible for setting goals and targets, and who will be doing coaching with whom. To add a new group, click on any existing group or top organization name and select Add Group or User. Each group needs a group name with an assigned manager. Users are added in a similar way. You can alternatively sync your Salesforce organization systematically. Next, create metrics, which are key activities that you will be using throughout the application. In the settings, go to Metrics. Click Create. Fill in the required fields. Any metrics you want to use in Abaav needs to be part of an object that has a trigger maintained. If the object you need is not in the dropdown, follow the simple instruction here to create the required trigger. Select the aggregation type and add any filters or conditions to the metric. Complex metrics that require expressions such as if-then statements or need to use multiple objects will need to be added as a calculated field directly in the object. The third step is setting up your goals. You will set both short-term, which is activity goals, and long-term, which is pursuit goals. Start with setting up activity goals and select metrics that are monitored daily, like number of calls made. Add several activity metrics that are important to your sales organization. Set the weight of each metric based on importance. The weight of the metrics will control how many points are achieved. You can start with evenly weighted metrics and adjust later. Set a time frame for activity goals, such as daily. Do the same thing for long-term or pursuit goals and add relevant metrics such as number of deals closed or demos scheduled. Set the time frame, such as monthly. Once you are done setting up either the activity or pursuit goals, you will notice that the target values are populated. Abaav calculates and recommends a starting point based on historical data. This can and should be modified periodically as performance improves or sales organization priorities shift. An administrator can set goals or targets for everybody in the organization, or a manager can set goals for his direct reports. To set targets for individuals, click to modify a metric. Review the historic performance of this individual, how this individual stacks up against others in his group, and finally, change the goal value and save. Lastly, an optional yet important configuration setting is creating additional Abaav instances. This is for scenarios when you require a different set of metrics, goals, or set of employees. For example, if there's another sales manager that has a different coaching style, or if a customer service group exists that has a different set of KPIs, then you would need to create an additional Abaav instance. Click on the settings, enter a name for the instance, select the administrator, and click Add. If the person you want to add does not exist in the dropdown, either update the administrator to belong to one of the admin profiles allowed, or add a new profile here.